I was 16 when I chose my degree, which, when I think about it now, is actually crazy. I didn't fully understand what the degree was, I just knew that it sounded interesting. And it showed in first year because I really felt out of place. I just kept asking myself, did I choose the wrong degree?
I didn't think that doing an urban and regional planning degree would lend me this kind of job. When I did my degree, guys, I wanted to drop out. I think, first day. With urban planning, like, you can literally become anything. There are a lot of different aspects. I think that's the one cool thing about my degree, that the foundation is like so wide. Obviously it's bits and pieces. So much as I do have that foundation, I need to build onto it. Example, me doing my project management degree sort of like frame the trajectory of my career. Where I am at though is not the traditional kind of planning. So I don't work for a municipality or work for a town planning firm that does rezonings or rezoning applications or land use applications. I am on the other side of the team that advise municipalities on their plan. You would find that in a municipality, a town planner works on the development of an integrated development plan, IDP. A town planner works on the development of the spatial development framework, which is the SDA. But then where I am at is take those documents, review them, so I can advise you to say, you know what, nah, realistically, this is how much you can afford. But the whole list of your projects is saying you guys need 10 billion over the next 10 years. I would say this project is located in the proposal that you've done on the spatial development framework. It's helping you achieve the goal that you've documented in your other strategic documents. So maybe use the money to finance that project, because at least you are a step closer to achieving your spatial vision and your IDP vision. So I'm on the advisory side, hence my title. I'm getting anxiety.
Hello.
You look very pretty. Who's been working on the grade. And the reason why we were meeting with him is what we've done so far, which was the update of the workstream report. And it was an Excel sheet that shows us the area. I'm in a meeting right now. It's gonna be the first thing I do after this session. I saw your email. The life of traveling really is interesting for me. I am outside my colleague's place on our way to a client engagement, so we're traveling outside of the province. 7 minutes to 2, and at 2 I have a meeting. So this meeting I'll have to conduct while I'm in the car. I don't have a choice, because when I'm looking at the time, if I wait until the meeting is over, we'll be getting there very late. This is one of the things that I have to deal with as a consultant. Remember, I mentioned that my title is strategy and advisory planner. Since I'm working for a consulting firm, I'm actually a strategy and advisory consultant, and I'm client facing. I need to attend a meeting to present to a client that I'm presenting online to, while traveling to an engagement where I'm physically going to be with a different client. I just want to connect to my phone quickly.
I can't see the issue. Yeah, believe me, I need to keep myself in line, but I don't need to kiss you. Hey, we can make it tonight, baby, that's just fine. Don't know what I'm doing, feel like I am going crazy. Keep it down.
We are halfway there, halfway to the town lodge that we're going to in the city of Mbombela. We are at the Alzu garage. I'm just waiting for my colleague. He wanted to go to the bathroom, so he's currently there, and I'm fine, I don't need the bathroom. I find the road is really interesting, to be honest, because you spend the whole day working either before you travel, and then traveling and working in between, and then working after. So the time is now 4 p.m.
A few moments later.
shining on a cloudy day, and it don't matter what you say, 'cause even if the sky is falling, I'ma do it anyway. So save your worries, slide your loving. I can feel that good things coming. Finally believe that it's gonna be a bright one here.
Good morning, my beautiful chommies. Welcome to another day of the vlog. Greeting y'all all the way from Nelspruit in Mpumalanga. I slept around 8, 9, and then literally after 12, every hour on the hour, I was up. I had to wake up and do some of the work that I actually need to do and finalize for this week. I've pushed. I just want to finalize 2 things and then hand it over to my colleague so he can help me with a few stuff. So the reason why I am in Mpumalanga is because I'm meeting the clients. I'm here to give training on the software solution that we provide as a service, which assists with capital budgeting for municipalities. I don't know if you guys would know, but municipalities need to develop what we call integrated development plan. It's a 5-year strategy that municipalities need to develop. It's a document that essentially details what their plan is going to be for the next 5 years. As you go through the document, they also start proposing the vision of the municipality. We want to be we want to be whatever, and that's their plan for the next 5 years. As part of that exercise, they also need to consult their community. In those community consultations, the community obviously raises some few things. We need a road, we need water, I struggle with electricity, That's what municipality needs to do. When they're done, at the end of the IDP, the Integrated Development Plan, they also need to provide a list of their projects. This community needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They then develop a list to say, this project is actually extension road what, which is a repairment or like a refurbishment of that road to close the potholes, whatever. And that list of projects, according to legislation, that's the list of projects that needs to be existing in their budget. So once the municipalities are done with their plan, they need to then start the process of drafting their budget. And as part of drafting their budget, the line items that we need to see, we need to see the extension road what. That's what National Treasury says. You don't have a budget list that is talking about something else when your community is requesting something else. A clear example so you understand. I live alone and I write my grocery list or whatever I need for the end of the month. I need a Nivea body lotion, Nivea body wash, Dove soap, Sunlight liquid. Those are the 4 things that I need. That's my plan. That's my 5-year IDP plan. And then when I get paid, what National Treasury is actually saying is once you start saying, okay, 1.5 is gonna go to groceries, Gula list of groceries, that 1.5 needs to be allocated to these 4 things that you said you wanted. You shouldn't be seeing this is the list that you want, but then masengeni mali segune iPad. Yabo? Like coming up the iPad because you didn't identify it as a need before. You understand? Okay, so that's what municipality needs to do. We assist with that process, obviously helping them to, in one central platform, have all of that data. So we're here to just give training on some of the components of the solution. I can't speak about the technical components of the solution. I'm not at liberty to talk about that. There is another component that we're also going to be giving a demonstration on. So it's training on something else and then a demonstration on something else. All presentations are done and ready. I've already sent the agenda weeks ago to the clients, so we're ready for that. It's 25 past. So the other work that I need to be doing is compiling sort of a business plan. I'm calling it a business plan. It's essentially a capital expenditure framework, which is the business plan of a municipality, but it speaks to a strategic document that they've developed, which is called a spatial development framework. This is what we want the place to look like spatially. This is where the investment is gonna go. Go back to the project list, the community needs. These projects need to be allocated to these areas for maximum impact and spatial transformation. That is part of that document. Legislation says you then need to develop a business plan. I'm just using the term business plan so you understand. You need to develop a business plan that shows us how you're actually going to finance that long list of projects. So as part of that project, for one client, I just need to finalize updates that we've made to that document and send that out. So it's just 2 chapters. It's actually 3 chapters that I've wrapped up. 2 are left. I just need to finalize a few things on the analysis and then PDF, add annexures, and then send it through to my colleague. Then I'll compile the whole thing, submit to the client before end of day today. I am booked from 8:30 to 2 with this client that I'm here in Mpumalanga for. So I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that. Stay tuned. Let's see if I'm actually able to achieve all of this. We don't have jam. I guess you can work during the sessions. Yeah. Use one phone. Your clients are also on that phone. If you're comfortable with posting like for your parents, like those people are people who are close to you.
What time is that? The latest is 8:10, no?
More even. And probably that would have been the last time I see that person.
What's the point of people knowing that I went to that restaurant?
Morning. How are you? Thank you. Sorry that I missed your call. So we finally have it, so I'll be able to just submit it. The demo came with her team, 2 members of her team, and she just emphasized that we need to, they're also aware of how much work needs to be done, because as they were sitting around the table, they mentioned that
A few moments later.
I was a girl in the village doing alright, and I became professional overnight. What an interesting meeting. Very emotional. My manager's like, well done on this project. I'm also out of coffee. I just need to send out the acceptance certificate. When I did my degree, guys, I wanted to drop out. I think first day, because I didn't do EEGD, I didn't do anything that has to do with drawing. I think the very first exercise, we had like a field trip. Sure, was like, we had to like draw the facades or like the areas that we were looking at, and I was like, I can't draw to save my life. Why am I in this degree? Like, very difficult. There were a lot of sleepless nights in the CAD lab, the art studio, like the studio labs, drawing plans that for me weren't making sense. I didn't know where this whole thing was going. The courses that I did enjoy were towards the end of my degree. Urban design, I started picking interest in urban design like my second, third year. Property development, introduction to property development for planners, really loved that course. Economics, really loved that course. Some of those things speak to what I do now, but not entirely. Stats, I was going through stats, but I did pass. I don't know how. Introduction to civil engineering was very interesting for me. Then I realized that's very technical, and I don't think I would have done well in that. I had a time when I was doing my degree where I literally believed that I wanted to drop out, to the extent that after my degree, I told my dad that, okay, I'm done. I'm looking for a job. I'm not going to go back for honors. I qualified for honors, applied for honors, but obviously throughout the year of third year, I wasn't solely focused on looking for a job, and I wasn't finding anything during the times that I was. So my dad was like, you're not going to stay at home, sissy. You're accepted. Hiya, queen. So I went back to uni to do honors in planning. Even though that wasn't my plan.
I didn't have it figured out then. And honestly, I'm still figuring it out now. So if you're sitting in first year, feeling unsure, just know that not understanding it now doesn't mean it won't make sense later.